Alright, it's time for some more Vampyr. I was reading up on that crashing issue I had. There's only one person who seemed to have a sort of solution for it. I don't know if it's gonna help me or not. But apparently it's like a widespread issue with this game of just resting and having a fatal error. Kinda surprised because I posted about it from 2018 and they didn't patch it or anything. Apparently this game has had patches. But the sort of solution that I saw was to turn off anti-aliasing. So I'm gonna listen to that and hope that does it. Make the game look a little more jaggedy, but who cares? If it stops from crashing, that'd be real nice. Okay, I had a bunch of side quests to do from yesterday. Also, before I leave this area, I should probably gather up some stuff from them. Cold, fatigue, migraine, cold. These guys are off in the other area, so I should probably not deal with them right now. I do have a bunch of cold ones. Wait, was it migraine that someone had? Migraine. So I can make one of those, I guess. It's expensive, so I won't make like a bunch of them. I'll just make the one that I need. So if I see those people, I'll give them their medicine. But okay, what was the side quest I wanted to do? Right, let's try this one. Wasn't too far away from the hospital. Oh, So I've noticed I'm using my Switch controller. I started doing that drifting thing again, but this time to the left. A little bit worried about it. I should probably like blow out this controller sometime.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Investigate citizens' actions. What is it talking about? Wait, am I going the right way for the, not for the other? Unless it's the other way. I guess I'll just walk around it. Didn't I
Good
cure
evening,
Milton
Milton.
Good
the other
evening,
day?
Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging,
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Man, a shotgun would be nice, but it's way too goddamn expensive. Well, I really haven't been spending my money on anything. Oh, he's the one with the migraine.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
I like this guy.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
And he's got a cold. Holy shit. Running into everyone who's sick.
Responsible for every...
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, everyone should be getting better now in this area. Always good.
But no less dangerous.
Oh wait, is this the one that just points towards the sewer area? I didn't know how to get back in there. That's why I didn't do this one. I wish it was just, like, marked on the map somewhere. Where does it say? It says it's below here. Yeah, I don't know how to get below there. Maybe it's just in the building here? Of course there's enemies in here. Or downstairs is where I need to go. There's enemies everywhere. So I'm guessing all these things respawn because I've been down here before. Actually wondering, like, I'm guessing I couldn't do this when I was down here before.
It's locked. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs.
Damn, that's bright.
Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. Then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. It's locked, all right.
I guess we can get out of here. Oh shit, there's a lot of guys in here. Oh, it's just two? I thought there were three. It was a quick little side mission. Although I'm guessing I'm not done. I'm gonna have to talk to these guys and figure something out. What is this? There's an event here that it says. Wait, it's pointing down, like... I wish... Oh, I can zoom in. Right in front of the morgue? Wish I could highlight it, but it keeps moving it to the side there. I guess I'll wait until maybe this is done. I wonder, is there something else in the morgue to do there? Hmm. Talk to her first.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, Nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error,
Ooh.
Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate. Hate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
So where is Tippett? Oh, he's right here.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
No, only bad news.
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed the body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
It's weird that we could just talk about this and that's it. Did I cover for him? I mean, I guess he is saving people.
I will cover for you, Dr.
Surprised there's
Tibbets,
no option though.
by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
I'm guessing there was a different option if I maybe left the conversation. That's fine though.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there, by the sea. Read poetry and wait for death.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
That investigation is done. So all we have is this one now. I guess I can go see if I can do that. Honestly, not sure if I can or not. Probably end up having to go back to the other town though to turn that in. I don't think I've been up this way. I'm a little bit worried. I wonder if I could be sneaky to get over there. Oh shit. Shit. Ow. Couldn't see him getting his gun ready. Does he not know where I am? I guess this game does have like a half alert. Like I made like a noise there and he turned. It felt like anyway. Wait, you know up here too? Oh, I didn't even notice. Kind of bizarre. I thought there was stuff in. Thought the icon was near the hotel or the hospital. Or. Guess we're killing two birds with one stone here.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Widow in distress. Where? What? Oh, is that the person that was screaming before from outside?
Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help!
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Shaoshun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
You don't know anything about this woman? So what's down here?
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel.
Jeez.
No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker.
Could be any one of those bones.
Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
What? What blood trail? Like there's blood everywhere, but not exactly a trail. She's still here.
Shouldn't you go back home, where you'll be safe?
Maybe later. But for now, I need to talk to my husband at the cemetery, Mr. Reed.
Here's what they mean about blood trail. That's just something outside, like small key. Wait, I used a small key to get some stuff. Oh, I guess we're following this. It.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Oh shit, I just realized it's a center on him. Damn, he's strong. diary. Hmm. Hmm. Jeez. So that didn't really help me, did it? Oops.
I
Taking a
can't
rest.
believe I'm doing this.
Tasty
have
red.
this thirst for blood.
I don't know exactly where I'm going up here. Hmm. I was just going away from the place though. And we're just destroying graves. Weird how there's so many of these things around, and yet, like, the NPCs don't notice them or care. Like, how do they get around? Wait, why is that grave tiny? Acogs. Hmm. Spooky
Since
graveyard.
I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
We're just gonna watch from the shadows.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
So I guess that's my character's parents.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Avery, I feel
I guess-
so tired.
I guess he's like
Please
a butler
take
or
me
something.
home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
I'm not a religious man. You should know that.
This is not about you forgiving yourself. This is for her. This is you telling Mary how sorry you are.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
I guess we're going to confess. Oh, they want me to go back here? Yeah, I guess we can. We can turn in that quest. New dialogue available with Dr. Swansea. Some sort of event down there. We can always do those later. Probably should have talked to Swansea before I left, to be honest. New hideout. Ooh. Stamina serum. Oh, wait, if I'm heading over that way, I need a bunch of fatigue, neuralgia, bronchitis, 2 bronchitis. Oh, I don't have enough for that.
And off to church he goes, a
And shit.
newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
That's kind of scary
So
looking.
your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide
Jeez.
by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
What? Oh, they're fighting. Interesting that they do fight other groups like that. Oh, whoa. I didn't have to go down this side path for a while. I'm down here anyway. Shit. Got kind of sidetracked. Man, why are there so many of these guys around here? Uh-oh. Like, really? Oh, we're close enough to the chapel. Can't go through that way. Oh, I had to fight my way over then. I took the wrong route. Oh, this guy again. Shit.
The beast must die. Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work. You'll pay for that.
I'm surprised I can't go through that gate there, though. Maybe if I get to the other side, I can... Where does this go? Oh, I guess it just goes to Whitechapel. Damn it. Taking the very scenic route because I missed a turn somewhere. Oh shit, my stamina. God damn. Jeez, this guy's aggressive. Hey, where did I come in? I came in from that. Oh, this is the hideout here. I still can't make that, of course. Oh, I forgot to deal with these. Yeah, I still don't have enough. This here is critical. Be nice if I could make that better, at least a little bit better. Is there a blood trail over here?
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peters?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I saw her wandering the streets. Yesterday, I think. She didn't recognize me. People say she's lost it. It's a sad story.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I probably asked that last time I was here, I guess.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Do you have any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It appears those who dare to get healthcare from that bitch are never seen again. Something fishy going on there, for sure.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Has also got fatigue. And everyone's
Good evening,
fatigued.
Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
If you propagate the devil's work, you'll perish by the devil's work. Such is the law of the Lord.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood.
The hell?
Sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood.
I feel like we're gonna have to kill this guy.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Hey, why can I send him
Why
again?
did you send Sam?
I sent him on a...
You sent...
It's weird that you can...
Good evening.
It's fu...
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do.
Wait, when did we find evidence of
I
that?
will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands
Maybe
of
I
innocents
misread that
save
journal.
each night.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
Yeah, this guy's on top of my... If my Mesmerize gets level 5, he's going down, because he's got a lot of blood quality, too.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime, and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
Mm-hmm.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
So,
what do you quite
say this again?
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes.
Didn't I already do this though?
What do you
think? Oh, because I didn't say I've had enough. I see. Weird that it does that. We want to end this man, but we can't just yet. Wait, she's still... I don't understand what you're supposed to do with this. Like, we rescued her. I'm confused. I'm gonna talk to some of the other people around this area before I leave.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
What do you know about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
2 girls I know went to the dispensary yesterday. Nobody has seen them since. I worry about them, in case bad things happen.
Goodbye, miss.
Who's that? Unknown.
Let your guard down, sir.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
This is the kid that got shot the other day. Oh, he's the guy I don't have a cure for.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nobody dares to enter the dispensary now. Rumors say the nurse has gone mad.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speak... Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be out in the city
all day. For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Do you remember when Barrett Lewis was close to your family? To your mother?
Not really. I was too young. But I remember it was a happier time. Mr. Lewis was funny. He often had dinner with us.
How was he towards you?
He was nice, I guess. He never forgot my birthday. He always offered me books. I liked books.
Why are you sad then?
Because it hurts to remember a time when my father used to laugh and smile. It hurts to realise he's as sad as me now.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened?
But I guess there's an alternate way to find that out.
I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again.
He's getting a
after my
hint
mother
towards
died.
it.
Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Stealing his pills.
It's locked.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world? Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
You're late. Where's my money?
Wait, where was that one area before? I don't remember the way out of this area for some reason. I'm walking away from it though. Wait, is it down the street then? I don't remember where the other woman was. One that was selling things. Oh, that's where the hideout is. I wonder what that blood trail's about.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
So, I can't ask him about the...
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
I regret it too. I wish she'd continued working at the Pembroke Hospital. She was a good nurse.
So you put an end to the operation? Did you put an end to Dorothea as well?
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you.
But what happened to her then? After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she got careless and sick, and I had to flee.
So, did we basically end up killing her because of that?
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia
Didn't I already
is
do
an
this?
angel. She will...
Yeah. Weird that it's still highlighted in blue, though.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
I'm not sure. Strange men came to see me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
You believe them? Aren't you too old to hold a weapon or listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, maybe I have found myself another cause.
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
Are you living on the streets, Mr. Petrescu?
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any
I'm worried
poor
that he
soul
suspects
needing a
us.
roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
Oh, jeez.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
Kind of wondering if I should deal with him, but I don't know.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
He's a little too onto us. I don't know, though.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Have you any news on Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It seems her dispensary isn't so busy nowadays. Good thing for the Swanborough cordial.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling. Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't
Wait,
seem
there's two
well,
people I
Benjamin.
couldn't help?
Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Oh, I don't have medicine.
I will see you later. Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not recently.
A gun, alcohol.
Okay, I guess I'll go do this then.
You are blinded by your false faith.
Where's that bard guy? Is he over here? Found him last time. Same with the mute woman. Wait, are they still here? What's she up to?
Hello again, miss. Tell me, Camellia, how are things now the dispensary is closed? Very well. Goodbye then.
Got bronchitis.
Flesh, I tell you.
Good evening, Mr. Nithicott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
So who's still sick here? Neuralgia. Yeah, there's two people with that, or anemia. Didn't I? I didn't think there were two people that I didn't have cures for. I've been back to this area in like forever. Still people I don't know here, which is weird. Oh shit, I just noticed the place is critical. It's that low? Jeez. Hostile. Does that mean they're gonna start attacking me? Editor refusal letter, what? What if I talk to him about that?
Good evening, Mr. Nithicott.
And good evening to you too.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Still, you don't seem to suffer from poverty.
With thanks to my parents, actually. I'm afraid I would not be able to live on my own without their help.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
See what we got going on in here.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I'm so sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this. I'll put an end to this horror.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Let's just go see Swansea. So I guess I'll go back through this area and see. There's also that event. I'll see if I can do anything with that wound.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Oh shit.
Shit, that leech is fast!
Hey Mav, how's it going? Always weird to hear you talk about days because it always throws me off. I was thinking to myself, it's clearly Wednesday. Okay, I wanted to see if that girl was still here. Something seemed off about that last time I was here.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you. Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
I'm doing pretty good.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
The hell?
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
The hell does that mean? That's bizarre. This is also weird because I didn't have to come this way.
Decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
That's strange. I could have gone the other way to get back.
The vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity. Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Where did I see that girl? I don't remember now. Oh wait, is this a shortcut back? Yeah, this is the path I couldn't take before. I think? Or maybe not. I thought she was somewhere over on this side. I guess not. Look, I'm all turned around in here. All's over that way. Oh wait, when I first came in, I came in through this way. Didn't I? Went over to the other side there. Would have been over here somewhere? Oh, there she is. I don't know why she's not leaving this place, like...
Shouldn't you go back home, where you'll be safe?
Maybe later. But for now, I need to talk to my husband at the cemetery,
Do
Mr.
I have to
Reed.
find her husband somewhere? Cemetery. Yeah, wait, the quest thing says widow in distress. So she's a widow. But it could be anywhere, and like the cemetery is this entire area. Maybe up here where these creatures are. Man, these guys are not very aggressive. And to power through them. Jeez. Now all of a sudden they're aggressive. Stealing some blood. Okay then. Didn't get any new notes. We went to our sister's funeral, and we went to like the church to confess. So we talked to her a little bit, Ashbury. Not too much big stuff has happened yet today. Been a lot of small stuff. Oh shit. Although we did find out it sounds like we did get Nurse Crane killed. Because it sounds like basically after we like did that charm on her, she basically turned into a zombie. Is what basically everyone was saying in town. I'm not sure how true that is. Jeez. Oh yeah, and the guy that was her like sidekick hates her now. Or not hates her, hates us. He seems suspicious, and he's talking about vampires, so I'm a little worried about him. Jeez. I don't know, like the way they were talking, like she didn't recognize people in the town, and I don't know. I don't know if they're talking about her like transforming into what she was there, or maybe I took all of her personality away and that's why she ended up dying. Either way, that guy blames us, so he said everything was fine until we came there. Yeah, I was thinking something like that, I don't know. Wait, what are these guys doing in here? I'm not seeing any trace of her husband. Where was that one grave I could look at? Oh, was it right here? Yeah, I could look at this grave. I'm not sure the point of that. I feel like that's important for something later. As far as I can see, there's like no sign of her husband. She's just gonna wait there for him? Maybe he left and went home and I was supposed to get that to find out to save her? I don't know. I'm just confused. It just seems weird that like the side quest is done. It says she's trapped by the skulls. Save her by defeating the skulls, talk to and check on the isolated woman. Like for all intents and purposes, we're done that quest. But why, like, where am I supposed to turn it in or anything? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, this rat's being right there.
This is despicable.
Yeah, so I'm confused. Like, even talking to the woman, she just kind of sits there. I feel like I was supposed to accept the quest somewhere, like someone was supposed to tell me to come here and save her. And I just never met that person yet. I feel like it's just kind of... They didn't write it in such a way that they can lead me to that person. I guess I just have to hope I find them eventually, like... Because if I look at this, oh no, she doesn't have any... That makes me feel even weirder about this. It says the quest is called something widow. She's talking about her husband, Is he dead somewhere, or was I supposed to find him and kill him? Like, is he a skull now? Something just feels off about this, like I've done this, I've sequence broke this or something. I think I killed all the skulls in here. Maybe I just need to kill them all so she can get out?
Shouldn't you go back home, where you'll be safe?
Maybe later. But for now, I need to talk to my husband at the cemetery, Mr. Reed.
Like, what does that mean? I don't get it. Or she's saying that he's dead, and she has to, like, grieve for him or something, and... It just feels weird that that quest is still there. I don't know, I guess I'll just leave it for now. Okay, so we're going back here. I wanted to see what this was, this event. I think it's in the morgue, that event. Oh shit. You didn't see anything? Oh shit. You guys have so much defense. Ow. No, the skulls are the, like, zombie creatures. These guys are just vampire hunters. Oh shit. Bunch of them. Can I get here through here without fighting them? Wait, is this a hideout here that I haven't found? Or no, it's just a good old cross area. Wait, what was that? Free money. The heck? Random woman just dead in the street. This place is really falling apart. Okay, so let's go to the morgue. I don't know how I missed something when I was down there though, because I went there recently and didn't accidentally bump into it. But apparently there's an event down here. Can I like mark it? If I click on the event, it's just telling me it's right here at the front. Don't get attacked by random vampires. Who the heck's this guy? Some random dead guy. Yeah, I'm guessing since it's pointing down, it's downstairs. What did I miss down here? What kind of event happened? More towards that way? We can't go that way. At least the enemies are still dead down here. Looks like. Yeah, I came down here to see this guy. Huh. Wait, it's still pointing down from here. How can I get any lower than this? Like we're at the bottom floor, right? So is that one talking about the like, sewer area? It has to be. I wish this map were better, because if it's below the morgue, then that means it's probably in that weird sewer area that we got to down here. I haven't been back there in like ages. I'm surprised I didn't make the map a little better than this. It works well for outside, but not for inside, that's for sure. I'm in Canada, remember? Everything's slowly going back. Still have a bad feeling there's gonna be like a second wave or whatever. I remember where I got into that sewer area. Somewhere around here.
It's locked.
Yeah, it was around where this guy is. I have to go over here? Oh, I guess I did. So if it is down here, it's deep down here, which is the worrisome part. Why does Twitch keep telling me welcome to the chat room? That's like 3 times now. I don't know if it's like disconnecting from chat randomly. Somewhere in that direction if I can get over there. Low-level enemies. This isn't really going in the right direction. Hey, is this back outside? I wish I had a map of this place. This is where you rescued him. Jeez. Where we fought that boss. Yeah, I think that's all that's down here then. I guess we did explore everything down here when we came down here. What the hell is that? It's gonna bother me. I could just ignore it for a bit. I don't know. I was hoping to find something new. I wonder if there's like other areas you can enter the sewers in. I don't know if there'd be one way over there though anyway. That's where we first entered, right? Or yeah. I don't know. Just take a break from that, I guess.
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
Are we then condemned to lie to those we love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accept it.
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones. But mourning in the shadows, deprived of sharing one's grief.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend, and so we are outcasts.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Everyone's recovering in here. Wait. What is this blood? Giant blood splatter. Dragged out. Like, what happened here?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room.
Wait, what?
Then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Oh, that's why I was pointing at the morgue.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared.
To be honest, I don't really know.
Well, maybe it was him.
I guess I could know he's... Oh no, I can't hear, but... I think there are people that I didn't know. Wait a minute, Quake caught... So when I saw that grave, that was his grave. Yeah, it's not people that I know from hospital.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I should probably talk to everyone I can here. Before going upstairs.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Or can I not ask everyone?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Is it just her because she was cleaning up the blood?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Did you know Dr. Ackroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh, I guess it's up to C. Strickland. Or not, Swansea. Saw his name there and said it. Unknown man in here.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Uh-oh.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Oh, he knows they're a vampire.
This is sacred ground. Neutral territory.
Is it though?
And I just had the carpet cleaned.
No. Assume by the way he's talking, he's one of the
This is very
vampire hunters.
Bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at
Why is
least
the camera
one
so
dead,
high up?
and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
You want to restore peace in the hospital again?
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly.
Oh, that was the guy from the beginning.
And now Guard of Pre-Wen
Oh yeah, I
suspects the
forgot about
hospital of
him then.
vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
I mean, they're not really wrong.
Well, they are not far wrong. The hospital is almost crawling with vampires.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
It was the guy we brought here, which is why we're here, basically. I guess he transformed into one of those things. Oh, like he was getting better, though.
Sean Hampton
Whoops.
lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Nah, I think he's one of the skulls, probably. Or just regular old vampire. Can I upgrade any of my stuff? No, we still don't have any common handle parts. Yeah, while I'm here. So who's sick in this district? Absolutely no one, nice. Probably rest before setting out. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. What do I want to put up? That's 3,000 for that. I was thinking of upgrading my Shadow Veil. I use that a lot. Sure, why not? Something I upgrade for 600 or so. Oh, it's 600 for that now? Don't freeze. Our situation's now stable here. What about in the other places? Gone up from critical to serious. This now. Oh, that thing's still there. Or is it saying they went back to normal? I've been back to the docks in quite a while. I should probably go there at some point and meet some of the new people. Anyway, we still haven't been to this place at all. Convince her to go back to Whitechapel. Oh, it updated that. So I guess I have to go back there later. Tell her to come. That's kind of annoying. Why couldn't I do that while I was there? This. Or I can talk to Ashbury. Oh wait, yeah, didn't it say new dialogue with him? I think it disappeared because we did the story quest.
If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help you if I'm able.
Yeah. Jeez.
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCullum, actual leader of the Guard of Priwen. I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
So he's their leader?
They know I'm here now, don't they?
I understand your need for blood and will not get in your way. But if you could refrain from feeding within these walls, it would go a long way to defending your case.
What do they hope to achieve?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel.
You know, I kind of forgot about that guy.
He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of hypocrisy.
Perhaps it was a skull.
No, it definitely
London's
wasn't.
streets are overflowing with them these days.
It was a vampire, all right. But what kind, I'm not sure. He was large and very fast.
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would greatly appreciate any information you could spare.
He was observing me with the obvious intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of menace.
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea what this creature really is.
I recently tried to enter a church. It has been a very unpleasant experience.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat insubstantial, to say the least.
Is this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the divine?
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing. It could be subconscious guilt, or irrational fear, or deep-seated beliefs.
It's hard to explain in terms of science, that's for sure.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened. Lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body. And you know the state she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully he just hid the corpse.
How did the Guard of Priwen come to hear of this?
McCullum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood and show his contempt.
Thank you, Edgar.
Wonder if any of the hospital staff are spies.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Why am I partially responsible? Share this meal.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least
Oh,
partially
because I brought him
responsible.
there, I guess.
The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
Oh, she doesn't even know who he is?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign?
A hand of God in action. Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares
It's sort
me,
of weird
my
that
dear.
Rui just
To be
suffered.
compelled to
like,
avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Yeah, it's weird some of the characters do that. I'm not sure why.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich,
Wonder if it changes if you move the camera.
How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Guessing it doesn't.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fella.
I'm confused. Do I have to go back there then, if they said the body was in the morgue? Last time we were there was nothing there. I'm a little confused. Still pointing there. Still very confused about it. Yes, I'm going back down there again. Although they haven't really told me to go there, I'm supposed to go find the guy. Oh, everything's respawned. Always fun. Wait, why is it pointing up now? Oh no, that's the other quest. If I come down here, is it still gonna say it's above me? Or below me? It's still below me, so I don't know. The only thing I think of is a place underneath here, but I just don't know how to get down there. I think that guy's coming after me, isn't he? Maybe not. I don't think there's anything down here, so I don't really understand what that marker is. Okay, that was weird. Can't open the doors now. Thomas Elwood. Wait, when did he die? Wait, am I crazy? That's the one guy who was in the place, right? Thomas Elwood missing. When did he go missing? He was the guy with the burned face. And now he's some sort of giant creature. And I'm worried that I won't be able to kill him. There's a bunch of smaller guys in here I should take care of. Oh shit.
Look at my face.
What? He can talk? Shit. Shit, I have to not get hit by him. I have no blood. Fuck. God damn it.
We are kindred now. Broken and monstrous.
Shit. I don't think I can take him. Explode on him. Yeah, it did not work as well as I thought.
Thelma was never a vampire. I am now.
Wait, is this because I killed Thelma? Oh. Shit. Oh, that's gonna heal him a lot. I don't know what I'm gonna do here now.
Broken and monstrous.
Shit. Oh my god, the amount of damage he does. Oh. I'm totally dead. Oh, well, I had that still. Shit. God damn. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him. So does that give... Wait, whoops. That doesn't give me back my medicine, does it? I don't know where I even see that. Shit. I could try again, but it would be without any drugs to heal myself. For fuck's sakes. So wait, did it give me my... Oh, it didn't give me my ammo back either. Shit. I don't think I can deal with him then, just yet. Probably just get out of here for now. I'll be back later to deal with him. Yeah, I'm guessing by the fact that like nobody's talking about it, gotta mean that like that's like some sort of random occurrence or something. You mentioned Thelma, which makes me wonder if it's because I killed her. Wait, what am I gonna do now? Find Sean Hampton at the East End Docks. Oh, that's way down here, isn't it? Hmm. You know, if I could buy that guy's gun, like a shotgun, I could probably take him down. I got more ammo. I'm not sure. Hmm. Well, better. Hmm. So we took money off someone? Like, that's not good.
Battalion of Pembroke.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
Wow.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
I'd like to see your goods.
I wonder if I can do
Wise
anything
choice,
about that.
Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Damn, it's still 350. Hmm. I feel like there's not much else to spend money on, though. I mean, I could like, upgrade my weapons and shit. Wait, he only has one of these? Hmm. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Math. Fuck it, let's buy the shotgun. What else am I gonna spend money on? Oh, it's level 2 as well. Does so much, I guess. See if I can add little upgrades to it or not. Yeah, I didn't think it would have these on it. Damage dealt by 10%. Faster reload. I feel like reload's probably really good on that. Oh, I can upgrade it again? Jeez. Original 10%, reload even faster. I feel like that's less of an upgrade though at this point. Yeah, we'll put some damage in this time. Still can't upgrade any of my weapons. Upgrade some of the ones I don't use, like this, but... Should I try again against that werewolf? Worst case scenario, I just end up blowing some of my ammo. I guess.
We may lack the resources, but we have some of the most brilliant minds in London.
I only carry so much ammo for that though. It's the only problem. God, them and they're blocking. I forgot about his minions. If they weren't here, it'd be so much quicker.
We are kindred now. Broken monsters.
Shit. Off to a great start here.
Thou wilt never die. I am now. I cannot die. Look at me. Look at my face. was never a vampire. I am now. I cannot die.
There we go. Jeez. That was something. Use up all my ammo. But, is there any, like, reward for doing that? Enigmatic formula. Maybe that's a reward. Curious, I didn't get any like keys or anything for that, did I? I know there's some chests here. More space. Oh, is that just to get down here? Maybe I should explore a little more. Just in case there's anything like that that I missed. Oh, I thought there was something there. Yeah, I do remember seeing this.
It's locked,
can't open
all right.
that. Guess that's it then. Yeah, I was hoping for more of a reward for that, because it just felt a little weird. Or at least some explanation, like, why did he turn into a werewolf? No one else is missing, is there? People I've met. Everyone I've met seems fine as far as I can see. Again, just got reconnected to Twitch chat. It's weird. Hope no one's been trying to talk to me and hasn't been getting messages through. Just to head down to the docks. Yeah, before I do that, I'm gonna take a small break to go to the washroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Right in. I guess I'm gonna go back to the docks, which I haven't been back to in, like, since the beginning of the game. Gonna be neat. Wonder what's been going on there.
It seems the
Oh,
Priwen are
shit.
redoubling their patrols in the district.
What are these guys?
I must be more careful.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here. Best run along home. See them fancy clothes?
Oh shit.
Hands off. Take a breath of this. He's dead.
Oh shit, why are they attacking me? Attack him. Yeah, see? Attack him.
Best stay back, sir.
I cannot enter.
That's strange.
Inhuman! Kill it! That's good!
Shit.
Filthy piece of shit!
Never get tired of that sub-weapon. I feel like I'm gonna have to get stronger. I feel like I'm falling behind a bit in level. Shit. Ow. You stop that. Ow.
Send you to hell.
Jeez, that tracking on that attack. I didn't think this guy was still in the battle, he was just kind of hanging back. Oh, he's not anymore. Fire executioner.
Oh, that's gonna smart! Oh, Christ! Oh, Christ!
Oh, jeez, that was weird.
You'll pay for that!
Will I? Ow. This is back at the beginning, isn't it? Like literally that area I was running from. Who is this? What are you doing, sir?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Hmm.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Hmm. She's the true leader of the gang. Last name is Cox. Oh no. The guy that we killed at the very beginning.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
There's gonna be a bunch of new people to meet here. Should be interesting.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my Wet Boot Boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here.
This feels like a good
feeding ground. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes.
Not really.
The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs.
I'll take your word.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover, if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Oh, actually suspects. What if we can find proof of that?
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Buy some bullets. Wow, bullets are actually cheap in this. Or at least in this area. Oops. Should I buy some more? Nah, I don't have enough money to be buying some of those. Save up again. Wait, where did... I'm gonna try talking to him again.
No, you can't see me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Why can't I talk to him? Huh? Oh, there we go.
You again. What do you want?
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the wet boot boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Hoping for more out of that. Torn page off diary.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Yeah, let's give him some
Inebriation
treatment.
aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Oh no.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there.
I'm guessing I can find where
Even
this.
if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town?
Oh wait, I just did this.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist, and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom Watts about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Oh, I guess I can track one of the quests over here. This one can't be too far away, right? Oh, it is pretty far away, apparently. What happened here? Who's this guy?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire.
I'm guessing that's the guy I'm standing over.
These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
You're worried about this guy.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
What does that mean?
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a
Everyone wants me to go
bartender
to him.
and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Kind of bizarre. His blood quality so high.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I got responsibilities. And it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
It's gonna be bad.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
Welcome back.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne.
So basically, I killed the werewolf guy. Ended up buying a shotgun to kill him. Now we're just looking for Hampton down here in the docks. I've been talking to a bunch of people, meeting new people, basically.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London, and here I am.
Oh yeah, we met some vampire hunter guy who kind of seems a little naive.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not
Oh,
ashamed
geez.
of it. Don't care if the
Not what I
customers joke
expected.
about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate
He's the
Sean
bartender
Hampton?
You
here.
better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
'Cause this is back at the beginning of the game. We briefly came through here before coming to the hospital.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
Oh, whoops.
What?
I didn't realize it was him
you're
again.
that doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
I guess we should talk to him. Is there anyone new around here?
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are
Was I
foolish
supposed to
enough
ask
to
this way
make
back
peace
when?
with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
You already know his nickname. That's kind of weird.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors
getting all
aren't
these side
immune
quests.
to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
I have this bad feeling that when I deal with Sean Hampton, it's going to mess up this district a bit.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
What does that mean?
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too, I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Heck does that mean?
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Damn, his blood quality 6,000. But his mesmerization thing is 6. That's kind of...
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Alright then. Anything back up here?
Should have offered a drink.
He didn't deserve this.
Be he cursed or not, he's just...
Very strange being back here, to be honest. I haven't been back here since like the beginning. Oh, so we're going way over there? Where are these side quests that I have? Should be following one, right? Oh, jeez. That side quest is way the hell down there. What else do we got? Take some of the posters from the pile. Okay, that's just over there. Guess I could do that one on the way, probably. Feels weird putting up anti-vampire posters when we're a vampire, though. Oh, what's the best way over there, though? Oh, we walk around? Wait, where's this path that's on the map? Can I not get through this way? Oh, maybe that's just like a decoration on the map. I don't think I can get through there. Might have to like teleport across the river. So oh shit. Of course there's people here. Oh, I didn't know you can turn around by the press of a button like that. That man is level 21. Oh shit. Werewolf fighting two guys. I should let them kill a werewolf, probably. They're level 20 as well, shit. I don't think I'm strong enough for this area. Oh geez, that guy's gonna die. I helped them and they're gonna come after me.
I shall fear no evil.
Please. So I guess I can take these guys, kind of. Jeez. Oh, he does a lot of damage, though.
God walks with me.
What? Are you supposed to stop that? Ends up stealing all your blood. Oh shit. Just do this to him. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna run into some stiff competition here. Although I do have some shotgun shells, I could just bring out my shotgun whenever I run into trouble. There's a train over there. Neat. Hope I can be a little bit stealthy in here. These guys are level 22. Who's that guy they killed, or is that a skull? We're gonna have to fight them, aren't I? Getting some common trigger parts. Nice to upgrade my stuff. Dead.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, I thought that would unlock it if I opened it. Maybe this one will unlock?
It's locked.
No. Oh, jeez.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Ooh, new resting place. That was lovely. Okay, I feel like I need some sort of new weapon. Could upgrade my hacksaw. It's the main one I use, so it might as well be what I upgrade. 10% more damage? Or blood points when the weapon hits. Maybe I should take off the 10% damage of that one. Just get blood points for my hacksaw. So how much does the other one do? Like, our secondary? It does 8 and then 2.5. Like, I could just get 5 from my hacksaw. Or am I better off upgrading this later? Getting more blood points? Maybe I am better off keeping that like that. I feel like maybe just putting 2, like right now, into it would be kind of decent. We'll kind of hedge our bets here instead of going straight damage or straight blood points. For now, anyway. I also upgrade the truncheon. Have like an actual stunning weapon. God, the amount of stamina this thing uses though, it's kind of crazy. I could get this a bit higher on the blood absorption. Go for it. Stamina? Nah, stamina's not that important on this weapon. What about my guns? Yeah, I don't think I have enough for... I need good trigger parts to upgrade it further. Probably not gonna happen for a while. Oh wait, I forgot to... I always forget to go to this screen. Well, I have nothing there anyway. Oh wait, this only lasts 5 seconds? That's why it's never been really that useful. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that. Hmm. One adds stun, 150 damage. One has no cost. So no cost or added damage. I feel like the added damage is a good way to go. Uses more stamina when walking though, is the problem. But oh well. Put this up for now. I think next time I get a bunch of points, I should probably put up my health a bit. Weird that he's gone now. There's no like note for it. He had a note for hers. Kinda gone. But I wonder if I had to fight him because we got rid of her. I'm wondering about that. Got a headache. Oh shit. Voice is lowering a bit. Cold, anemia. Still don't know who the hell like some of these people are that I'm missing in areas like that. Wait, down there? Yeah.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked, all right.
Of course it's locked from this side. Really? There's no way over there? I came this way for nothing? Well, in here. Ow. Ow. So can I get through to the main quest this way? Oh shit.
Cross the leech, boys! There's one of them vermin.
Oh jeez. Oh fuck. Oh, come after me, man. Go after him, he's the one shooting you. Oh shit. Can I reload this gun, please? I got kind of screwed here. Uh-oh. God damn. Jeez. I wonder if I should try to get to the side quest from here, just because Worried about the main quest being too hard, possibly.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I cannot enter.
If I'm gonna go in here... Whoops. Probably equip the shotgun. Oh, what's going on here? This hunter's in here.
Seems like the guard of Prewin is on Sean Hunter's trail.
Oh, damn. Jeez, is he just gonna summon guys? Jeez.
Want some of this? Burn it, boys!
Jeez.
I'll send you to hell. Burn it, boys!
Ow. And they never line up when I want to use that.
Crush the leech, boys! Die, Vermin! Want some of this? Burn it, boys!
Jeez.
Die, Vermin! Need killing. Crush the leech, boys! I hear leeches. Die, Vermin!
Jeez. Ooh, got a new pistol. Damage and reloading. It's more of a damaging weapon than the other pistol. Jeez. That was rough. Oh, so this is just the entrance to this area. I thought we were already at him. Guess not. Hmm. Scowls down here. What's going on over here? A bunch of them fighting each other.
I'll send you to hell. That's gonna hurt.
Sneak up on them if they're fighting.
Filthy fucking beast! Pay for this! Take it, you leeches need killing!
That was easy. I'm going the complete wrong way. Oh, there's people everywhere here. Huh. Fraud avoid? So Throgmorton. So he's never fought a vampire? Figured so. Wait, what? What's he doing here? I guess he did ask me to put up wires in this area. I can either stick them up or burn them all.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not.
I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared her.
Huh.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
It was... She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound.
Okay, I thought that was cut off.
She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
Hmm.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Did I burn the posters? I mean, sure, why not?
Wet boots shouldn't be fighting each other.
I'm guessing it's the one that's by itself here.
Problems elsewhere.
Right?
Good evening, Mr. Throckmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any...
Horses were destroyed. What? I can't just tell them that I put them up?
I'm afraid your posters were destroyed.
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Hmm.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
What other side quests do I have in this area? Oh, stash is over there. Maybe I should have taken another look at these. Bombing was way down at the bottom. Gravediggers. Also down at the bottom. I'm guessing that's like the 4th location, Southwark? Or maybe it's somewhere over here. I don't know. No, I guess I'll put this one on. Are there any other people around here, or is he just the only one? Oh, new people. Figured.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise? I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
He's a caretaker for the poor, is he not?
Something like that, yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Vampire factions and skulls. Music box. God, I wish I had more money now. Spent most of it though. Another blood sample too. Shit. Maybe we'll take the music box since it's so cheap. I always sell stuff, but nah, I don't want to start getting into that. Too many stuff I need.
Please, sir! Come and have a gander!
That's the letter that she gave to him.
I know I've got
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Steal all her stuff.
It's locked, all right.
Got a headache. I don't know if I have anything to cure that at the moment.
Dr. Tippett.
Tippett?
What brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Well, I would never say that to him, of course.
So if I really wanted to, I could end her to spare her. But I'm not doing that. At least not yet.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
I'm looking for a Sean Hampton. Do you know where I might find him?
Sean Hampton, you say? Oh, the name does seem vaguely familiar, but alas, I cannot recall from where.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Who's that outside? Oh, enemies. Killed him. What? This is a note from Jack. I would continue playing, but I feel like I should probably call it soon. I'll get to the hideout and think about ending. Almost at the 4-hour mark. I feel like moving forward is probably gonna take a while in this game. What's this random blood splatter around here?
I hope they'll all return to the shadows once the epidemic has passed.
Oh, a new person. Talk to her first.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
Damn.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank... Too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Damn, we have so many side quests here.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Wet boots. They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
Okay, so that's where I'm supposed to go, but...
What have we here? Lost your horse, Governor?
Oh, he's actually in there. And... I do have a feeling he's not a skull then. But, how do I get to this? Oh, can I not get there from here? Figured since this is like a town, there should at least be one... Oh wait, can I get through here? Yeah, unlock the gate, nice. Oh yeah, this is the one I went to before, that's why. Random dead guy. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to upgrade things so quickly, but gotta check anyway. How about this pistol? Could upgrade this, but is there a point though? Make it like just a fast pistol? Increase its damage a little bit. Sure, why not? Just in case I need it for something. I kind of wanted to start upgrading some of this stuff a little more. Some more health, if feel like I'm gonna need that. Should focus on some more of these stats rather than skills at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna be stopping now. This game is so much fun though. I'm enjoying it. This area is stable. What about the other areas? Bit fatigue. Sepsis. So I think I did fix the crashing problem, possibly. It's always good. Really hope I did. Yeah, I am done for the night. Back with more tomorrow. See if I can find someone to raid in a moment. Who do we have here? Deathwing streaming Doom 2. So go watch him. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later.